You're right, YouTube. Speak Mike without further ado, retro. It's about that time, so let's do another pickups video. Cheers. Right, these pickups are probably pickups all over the last sort of 2-3 weeks, I suppose. Just been picking up bits here and there. First game, start. Here we go. So the first game is a game picked up in a charity shop. I've taken a sticker off it. I think it's about £1.50, and it is 187 Ride or Die on the PS2. Don't think I've ever seen this before, so thought it looked pretty cool. So I just thought I'd get it and give it a go. It's by Ubisoft. Looks like sort of like a GTA sort of thing maybe, or you got to race through. No, it looks like sort of a car racing and you can shoot as well. So it looks pretty cool. And soundtrack by Gorilla Black, whoever they are. So 187 Ride or Die, and it looks quite funky. So for a pound something, I think we'll give it a try. So next one is one we lost out on. Last week we done some pickups in the charity shop. So I bought a Blu-ray version of American Psycho. When I got home, tried to watch it. It was actually an American Blu-ray and was region locked, so it wouldn't play on my systems. So I took it back. Unfortunately, all those other PS4 games were gone. So I grabbed the only one that was there, which is Killzone Shadowfall. And it's the only one that wasn't worth any money. So cost me £3 for the Blu-ray. Swapped this over because they were the same price. And this is actually worth about 90p. So trade-in value. So it's a good game though. It's pretty damn hard. I already have it. This is a packing version, so I'll probably swap that or sell that at some point to someone. So might get me money back selling it at a booter or something. So right, the next ones are, you just think this, yeah, it's these ones here. I believe I got all of these for, and there's more. Believe I picked all of these up for, I think it was like £3.90 something postage, and I put a 99p bid in, or £2 bid in. It's about a £5 or £6 for all of these. So which is a good deal. So I've got the steel tin edition of Batman Arkham Origins. It's a pretty cool steel tin. It's sort of raised. Batman is raised, so it's sort of it's not embossed. Embossed is when it's in it, but this is raised. It's sort of snowing, and he's raised out of the case, which is pretty cool. It is slightly damaged on the corner here. It sort of clunks and clicks when you sort of open it a bit, but it's all in there, and for the price I paid, definitely worth it. So that's Arkham Origins. Then we have the original Arkham Asylum. I've got a feeling this is part of the big box set, because you've only got this, which opens like this. So you've got a DVD and the game there, and this also comes with a booklet, which is like sort of, I think it's basically got sort of character references and things like that in the book. So you know you can refer to the characters, get their information, and that. So I've got a feeling this would have been in part of a sort of big box set with a statue. So so it's nice to have nonetheless. And Arkham City steel tin as well. So to get all three of those for £5 or £6, I thought it was pretty cool, because I'm getting quite into the steel tins at the moment, and in the films and in the games. So that's pretty cool. I like that steel tin as well. So those three games, they're all good games actually. Origins I've not really played. I got stuck on Asylum, but I completed City. All good games, £5-6. You can't go wrong really. Good, damn good value. So really good value that. So next one is a box upgrade. Like I said, I've been getting into steel tins. I believe I picked this up for just about a £5. Might have been slightly over, but it's Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. It's a steel tin for the PS3, which is pretty cool, pretty funky. Again, not in the best of conditions. It does have a slight dink there, and little patches of the start of rust, I suppose, or something. But you get that on the sort of earlier ones. You know, you put them in and out of shelves, and they get a little bit scratched up. But I do have this. This didn't come with the game. It's just for the steel tin alone. And like I say, this was it's a really nice artwork and really cool. It's a pretty cool game actually. So to get a steel tin for a £5 for it was really good. Right, the next one or next two. Pick these up. These were like £1.99 each and £1.98 delivery or something. So Treasure Island Dizzy on the Amiga, and the boxes are in fantastic condition for these. So I'm not sure if I've got some of these before. So not sure if I've got these from before. If I have them before, I might pinch the cases because these cases are really clean. So for £4 each, you can't really go too wrong with a couple of Dizzy games, especially with real good clean cases. So I was really pleased to get those. This one, I believe this was the next one was under a tenner. It's the first time I've ever seen this. I did have this back in the day, but I had the pack-in edition. I do have the pack-in edition, but I thought I'd get the full price release because I've never seen it before, and I believe I paid £10 for this. So, which is the full big box release of Deluxe Paint 3. So this would have been the retail release that you would have purchased back in the day in the massive box. And really, really nice. I've never seen this about before. So I thought, why not get it? The book's a lot sort of thicker and nicer on the full version. So it's probably same book, no difference or anything, but nice to have this piece of history. And like I said, it's a retail packaging, isn't it? So that's a full big box retail release of Deluxe Paint 3. Right, up next is a couple of Mega Drive games I've been after for a little while. Unfortunately, they're not complete, but I've got them at a very good price. I've been after them both for a while. First one is Doom 2. Battle for Arrakis. The first ever real-time strategy that I was into. It is actually, well, it's the Doom 2 is a prequel to Command and Conquer. It's based on the same world. It's basically a same engine sort of thing, really. Doom 2 obviously came out first, and then Command and Conquer perfected on the genre. But actually, I think Doom 2 is very, very good. You've got to mine the spice. And you mine the spice and beat your opponents. Really, really good. Really good on a Mega Drive, actually. The graphics is slightly larger. It has all of the speech. And obviously, none of the disc swapping. Unfortunately, the cartridge isn't in the best of condition. It's got a crease down the label somehow in the middle. It is all official. But I'll get a cart upgrade for this at some point. But I think I paid 15 to 20 for this. Obviously, it's missing the manual, but usually this is like even missing the manual is like 30, 35, sort of 40 complete, and most of the versions are German versions. So instead of saying Battle for Arrakis, it's a Der von something, mine whatever, So so. Pretty cool, really good game though. If you haven't played this on the Mega Drive, really cool. If you like it on the Amiga, the Mega Drive's a good version as well. I think all the level structures and everything are the same, but the graphics are larger, and it actually controls quite well with the control pad. Actually, you'd think it wouldn't be that good without the mouse, but it is really, really cool. So, been after this for a while. It'll do for me until I get an upgrade. I will upgrade it at some point when I find a really nice one, because it's definitely a keeper, this game. So I'll upgrade it. I mean, the case is okay. Could do with just like swapping over the case and keeping the insert maybe. But it's okay. But for the price I paid, I think it's 15 to 20. That's a steal all day long. You won't find that for that price. The same with the next game. I've been after this one for a while. Mega Drive game. I'm after the complete set of these. I believe on the Mega Drive, I've only got one more game to get actually, and then sorry, I'll tell you, one more game to get actually, and then I got all the ones on the Mega Drive. So my old mate, old school, he said, Old School Variety Face said that this is probably the best of the series, and it is Thunder Force 2. Really nice nick actually, got the hang tab and everything. It does do that little bit where it sort of overlaps with the closing a little bit, so maybe change it at some point. But really cool shooter. I thought it was just like, you know, top to bottom shooter as a vertical shooter, but no, it goes between vertical and side scrolling, so so it's very interesting. Like I say, Old School said that this is probably the best of the game, so I'm just missing number 3 now, so I'm trying to pick up number 3. I think number 3 is supposed to be a little bit special for the Genesis version. I remember Tootie saying something about I'm not sure if that's just because it's in English, the Genesis version, or you know, or it's actually of some value. Looking on eBay, the third, you get it for sort of £40 upwards, the Genesis version. So, you know, 35-40 complete. This, I think, picked up for £15. It's not complete. The cartridge is nice, though. You know, it's sort of nice, clean. It is a little bit... comes with free rattle. But, yeah, it looks pretty cool. Pretty clean cartridge. Unfortunately, missing the manual. But to pick this up for... 15 quid all day long. I think you can pay up to 30 for this. 20, 25 to 30 complete, I think. And maybe 25 to 40 complete. So to get that for that price on eBay is... I've done pretty well with that one as well. Right, and now for the last part of the video. A couple of bits... a little bit of strange bits. We do a thing in the industry, or game collecting, retro game collecting, whatever you want to call it. What we call Frankensteining, or, you know, so it's when you put a game together. So to put a game together, you have to buy the bits. So when bits for rarer games come up, obviously if you can get them at the right price, I try and pick them up. So I paid $9.99 for this next thing, this next item, which you might think is a little bit crazy, but it is the insert for New Zealand Story on the Spectrum +3 disc. So really, really cool. I've only ever seen New Zealand Story come up on Spectrum +3 disc twice. I think I saw it once complete, and unfortunately at the time I didn't have the money to buy it. And I've seen once disc only, so and I missed out on that as well, unfortunately. And you know, so it's just, the only difference really is it's a Spectrum disc. Obviously, it says Spectrum disc on the back. And what I think's really cool is they actually had the balls to put the actual Spectrum graphics on the back, which is quite unusual. Usually you have like Amiga shots on most games that would say not actual graphics, or these may not represent the real graphics in game or whatever. So that actually had the Spectrum graphics. So I now have the insert, so I'm just missing the disc. Will it come up? I don't know. But £10 for the insert, and then hopefully the disc will show up at some point. And I've already got the insert. You know, I have seen the game go complete once in the 6 years I've been collecting, and I saw the disc go once. So it's quite, although it's quite a popular game, you know, you get it on tape all day long, but you don't really see this on Spectrum disc. Amstrad disc, not a problem usually, but Spectrum disc, like I say, it's really hard collecting for Spectrum +3 discs. So I've got the inserts, and now hopefully one day I'll obtain the game. So we've got that. And the next one, next bit of Frankensteining, is a game that you would think was really sort of quite, you know, quite readily available on the Amiga, really. It is, but you generally see, when you do see you see the Hit Squad release of the game, or you know, to be honest, back in the day, I'd only ever seen it on a backup, if you know what I mean. So when this came up, the people were asking £40 for this, and it's basically the box for the original full price release with 2 discs in, which are 2 copies of the game, basically. So I messaged them and said, like, you know, come on, it's an empty box. I'm not paying 40 quid. I'll give you 20 quid, and you know, plus postage or whatever. So 23, 24 quid for an empty box. They come back to me and said 25 plus postage. So I ended up paying about 27 or 28 for an empty box. So, which you might think is a bit crazy, but this game is quite sought after at the moment in Amiga collecting, and it generally retails well. There's one on eBay at the minute, Retro Pixels, for $79.95 or $79.99, which is cheap, to be honest. Usually they go for about 100, and some in Germany are asking 199, 200 plus. So all I have to do is add the disc and manual to this, and jobs are good. And so it is Prince of Persia on the Amiga, big box, original release, and it's the UK PAL release as well. So yeah, so I was for 27, 28 quid. I managed to pick this up. Like I say, manual and disc in here, and it's an 80 quid game plus, really. So and it's in very, very nice condition, actually. It's pretty cool. And yeah, so that was that one. And there was one last thing, which isn't game related actually, but I just thought I'd show it because it's pretty cool. And so also, you know, I'm into all sorts of things retro. So at the moment, I thought, you know, my friend's little boy, he's into doing the Rubik's Cubes and all of that. Which sort of sparked a little thing in me. I do have another one of these somewhere, but it's probably fallen behind the cupboards somewhere because I can't find it. So I thought I'd just buy another one. And it is the Magic Rings, if you remember these, by Matchbox, Rubik's and Matchbox. So pretty cool. I think I picked this up for under a tenner. So what I've decided to do is I'm trying to get all of these now, all of the Rubik's stuff. So the Magic Rings, the snake, the Rubik's Cube, and the clocks. So, and that's that. So if you remember these, give us a shout in comments, see what you think about them. It'll probably stay in the box. I doubt I'll mess about with it, but I think it's a pretty cool item for when we were kids. So that's pretty cool. We've started to do with a bit of inspiration for our old mate, old school variety face. He's loving the streaming, and so whether he be in the kitchen or at the booter or listing his sellings, he's on it. He's streaming it. A fair shout to him, like, you know, it's very, very entertaining. It's interesting to watch. So I thought I'd give it a go last Friday, and I just pointed the camera at the telly and had a go on Rush. Tried to show people what it was about, which was really cool. A lot of people jumped on as well. I think generally because the time I went on about midnight, so a lot of people were probably coming back from the pub. Nothing else to watch. Without further ado's on somehow. So they put it on. I think we had about, it was saying on my phone, there was about 8 people or something, but according to the views, it was like 52 people. So I don't know if people were coming and going and that, and it made up the numbers or something, or I don't know. But it's got like 80 odd views now. So quite cool, really interesting. Definitely thinking about doing more streams. Definitely streaming is a very good way. It's going to be a way forward for certain things. I'm certainly going to be doing these videos still. But as I do have the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X Scorpion, I'm going to make use of them. At the moment I don't have memberships for them because I don't really play online. But I possibly will be getting my memberships again soon. Now, from what I'm aware, to stream directly through the PS4, you don't need a membership. I thought you did. I thought you needed your PlayStation Plus membership, but you don't apparently. So I should have everything to put that together. I've just got to dig out my PS4 camera, which I can't find. And the annoying thing is, I can find the one for my Xbox One. So with Xbox One, you need your gold account to stream, but the PlayStation you don't. So the joys of having both consoles, but also the nightmare of having both consoles. So I don't know whether just to stream without it, or to do just have the gameplay playing and people talking, or I quite like to have the camera with me on it and the people chatting in the side and all that. If I can figure it out, I'll get it up and running. And no doubt you can all have a laugh at me playing some games, and it's good for the banter. You know, everyone gets in the comments and starts, you know, having a laugh and a chat, and all the subject goes on all sorts of matter. And it's what me and Old School talk about. You know, we are predominantly a gaming channel, but with the streams as well, it also gives people a chance to talk about any issues really. We're open to talk all issues as long as no one's being abusive in the comments or being negative to another person in the comments or negative about the show. You know, positive criticism is welcome. You know, we're always looking to make the show better. You know, it's pretty damn basic at the moment, isn't it? You know, so, but you know, we're always looking to, you know, for ways that we can make it better. If you any suggestions and everything, you know, negative, positive criticism is welcome. Like, you know, but you know, as long as people are all cool, which I've had since I've been doing it, I've had one thumbs down since starting YouTube, which I'm really surprised. Keep away from that thumbs down button, Steve. I know what you're thinking. All right, YouTube, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.